Hello. Network was really disturbing, so decided to, you know, end and continue so that we can see ourselves and then enjoy what we are doing. Now we started by saying the difference between lust, love. Talk about how people can build themselves to be the right one so that you can be able to find the right one. Because if you're not the right one, if you have some character challenges, you will always find people who are like you. But if you build yourself in a way that you are good enough, you will always find the right person. We said that someone who needs to find the right person to build a healthy relationship, okay, must be able to distinguish between love and lust after building himself or herself, decide what you want and set your boundaries. The lust arises from hormones. It's a gentile sensation. It's not true, okay? While love is from the heart, is from the soul, love also helps you to have a deep feeling of peace. You feel peace from within. You also said that lust is all about sexual desires. There are there are no deep feelings. It also focuses on attraction. I love the way you look. I love the shape of your body. These are all thoughts that come from people who just look after you, do not want to, have something with you that will last. Now, when we talk about love, we see people have universal conversation with you, things that are deep. Find out the part of you that you've not been able to discuss with someone else, help you to be open to life from different angles. How do you see life? What do you think about nature? How do you think about relationships? Do you have any ideas on how to build a healthy one? What were your past experiences? Where are you coming from now? Where do you want to see yourself in the nearest future? How do you intend to build a beautiful home? So the conversations want to know about you, your hobbies, what you love doing, what gives you joy. These are deep conversations that come from people who really want to have long-term thing or with you, okay? They also do not focus on physical looks. Someone who loves you, who wants to spend time with you, doesn't focus on your physical look, okay? They also discuss and express their feelings openly, letting you know how they feel. For someone who lost after you will not be able to discuss the feelings openly, will simply hide the way he or she is feeling, and then would do what he or she wants. Someone who doesn't really love you will always discuss fantasies, and this person will find your silence so uncomfortable when you do not feel happy, when you feel to be like left alone, you feel like keeping things to yourself to calm yourself from within. Okay, person will find it uncomfortable. For someone who really loves you will understand your silence and will give you some time to cool off and come back to you later on so you both can discuss what is happening and how to solve things on and to move on together. We said this, okay? These are things that you have to bear in mind after making yourself the right person, after building yourself to be the right one so that you can find the right person. Because if you do not build yourself to find the right person, you will always find people who are in your category the way you've built yourself. Thank you for joining us. Have someone done I thank you for joining us. If you were in the last one, also do not hesitate to join this one now as a continuation or a recap of the one that we were having, because the network was serving, so decided to end and come back now. Thank you, my friends. Where are they? Join us. We have something juicy, have something very interesting to talk about. Of things that have been happening lately. People are breaking up in their marriages. People are having challenges in their relationships. Want to look at how to avoid it from the onset, how to build yourself to be the right one, setting your boundaries, discussing the things you want with yourself, and then looking forward with those qualities to find the right one, okay, and to be able to distinguish between love and lust. Now, so that love is not all that there is. Love is not all that is needed in relationship. In a relationship, you also need mutual respect. This respect should come from both parties. You respect this individual person. The individual also respects you, wants to be part of what you are doing or what you've done, the person also gives you support. You also need support in a healthy relationship. Support, mental support, social support, physical support, material support, financial support. These are things that will help a relationship remain healthy, remain strong, and will point out that you both are going somewhere that will really matter in the course of time. Another thing you need trust. Now, how do you build trust? This is something very essential. After you must have built a strong communication bond, begin to express yourself genuinely. You are honest. Okay, you build up your integrity. Your words match your actions. You have corresponding words with your actions. Your words and your actions are in sync, in harmony. You're not doing something else and saying something else. This person sees that you are entitled to your words. Okay, this person sees that you are bound to your words. You work towards making the things you say come true. Okay, it's not disappoint. You're not full of several actions. You are not unpredictable. You build trust. You do things when they should be done, how they should be done, and this person begins to see that you are someone who can be trusted and give you this trust. Remember that trust is not something that you build over time, not something you build overnight. You have to be doing things that are worth it before you can be able to, to get someone to trust you, okay, with their heart. Now, the next thing that you need apart from love in a healthy relationship is that you need people to be there for you when it matters. Thank you for joining us, wherever you're joining us from. If you are here, thank you for remaining with us. Leave a comment to put your point in what we are saying, okay, about what we are saying, and don't forget always to remain to the end, because there are a lot of things that are still coming in this section that you would enjoy. Leave a comment in contribution to what we are doing. Thank you. I really appreciate everyone who makes us some time to be part of me. Now, the next thing that we say that you need in a healthy relationship, you need people to be there for you when it matters. There are times in life that we need people around us. Time that we feel dejected, times we feel lonely, we don't feel happy, we feel left alone. You need people that really love you to be there for you. This is how to show that this person really loves you. This person really wants to spend time with you in life. When someone says that he loves you just for saying sake and is not present with you when you need him or her, when it matters, in challenging times, in difficult times, this person is not showing loyalty to you. He's not standing by your love. He's not standing by what he or she professes for you. Okay, the next thing that you need in a healthy relationship, you need space to grow. When you feel like things are so choking up, things are choking you up, in this space to grow, you need things to relax, you need space to, build and reorganize yourself to go on. You also need space to, build the kind of life you want together, and it must be in harmony, must be two of you agreeing together. You also need acceptance. The person who you're in a relationship with must really accept you, must really appreciate you, must see the best in you, and must continually, show that he or she or her is with you in what you are doing. The next thing that you need people to understand you. Okay, they need to understand you. People who you are going into relationship with, who your relationship must understand you. They must give you this love and understanding to the end. It's not going to be a one-sided thing. The person must not be at the receiving end. It's supposed to be a mutual thing. You give and the person also gives. You also need people to show you their love in a way that you will understand. Sometimes people are because people have different ways of showing affections. People who have different ways of showing their love. Some people are not outspoken. They're not people that say the things they want to do. To do. Some people have a better way. Instead of saying these things, they do them out for you. Okay, if you have not really studied the person you're in a relationship with, you don't know how the person shows or manifests his or her affections or love for you, you may go on panicking, you may go on getting angry. Okay, not knowing that the person is showing you love the way he or she can, the person is supporting you, helping you out when things get tough, building trust and love with you together, helping you grow. These are all different ways that people show that they care and people show that they want to build a long-lasting relationship with you. It must not really literally be the ones that are spoken verbally. People have a lot of ways to show affection. Supporting someone where he or she is in need, being there for the person when the person needs you, when the person is going through challenges. There are a lot of support, financial, material, mental, emotional, physical. A lot of things can come to play that will show that this person you are in a relationship is the right one for you. Is going to help you to build a relationship and take it to the distance where you want to be. Now, always remember that there will always be challenges in relationship. It's not going to be up and it's not going to just be the way it's started. Sometimes it starts with you receiving a lot of gifts. If he or she fills me with affection, if he gives me that. Sometimes when challenges start coming, it may not be daily challenges. It may be things like children start coming, a lot of responsibilities start coming. Okay, people come into your lives. You have children, a lot of responsibilities, things need to be done with money. Okay, this person, okay, that your relationship will start having more things to do with finances and may not really be showering you with the things that he or she used to do for you before. Not think that this person has changed. It is just the art of being responsible. He or she is trying to be more responsible with other activities. Okay, thank you for joining us wherever you are. Do not forget to leave a comment whenever you comment so I can know that you are here and really appreciate you. Give you a shout out. Also, listen, do not click away. We have other things coming, and so you can be able to contribute to what we are doing and make it more fun and exciting. Okay. Okay, now that we've looked, okay, excuse me. Now we've looked at how to build yourself to be the right one, how to determine the things you want before you go into relationship. Also look at the difference between love. Also look at the difference between lust. Thank you, Akoti the Queen. You are highly welcome. You're highly welcome. I really love and appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for remaining here and enjoy the tips that we have. Akoti the Queen, thank you so much, my dear, for being part of this stream. We're discussing on how to build the relationship, how to make yourself the right one, deciding the things that you want, setting your targets before you go into relationship. We've also looked at how to differentiate between love and lust, to know the right one for you if you are in the right relationship with the right one. We've also discussed that love is not all that there is in a relationship. Okay, there are a lot of things that you need. Those things that you need mutual respect, you need support, you need trust, you need to set your boundaries, you need people to be there for you when it matters. You also need space to grow, and you need people to show you love the way you understand. Now, you also will notice that in relationships there are always challenges. Now, when those challenging times comes, when things start getting tough, what do? You get tougher. How do you do these things? As someone who is responsible, as someone who is mature enough to be in a relationship, what do you do? Okay, you hold your tongue when you feel like spitting fire. Sometimes things get tough, things are not going the way they should. Your partner gives a kind of attitude that tends to, take you off the balance. What do? You do this period, you may be pushed to say something because you must hold yourself. Why do we say this? Because words, when released, when spoken, cannot be taken back. You can say sorry, the person can say I forgive you. The person will never forget when you use those words to hurt that person. At this moment when you feel like spitting fire, the person will no longer remember what he or she has done wrong. What you said is not going to be the thing or the talk of the day. So what do? You hold yourself. Thank you, Akoti the Queen. You are highly welcome. What do? You hold yourself back from saying things that are not true. You hold yourself from saying things that you will regret at the long run. Now, the next thing that you do is that you recognize that relationships, real relationships, whether you with your fiancé, whether you are engaged to get married, where you are already married, whether you're going through the process of courtship, A real relationship will always have challenges. It will not always be rosy. It's not going to always be the way you want it to be, especially if you have not developed yourself to influence or to accept challenges, to adapt to new changes, to be patient enough, trust. A lot of things will come. Communicate your feelings openly, say the things you want, set your boundaries, support each other to grow. Okay, there will always be challenges. So when you have this at the back of your mind, when the challenges comes, you are already prepared to handle them the right way. Now, the next thing to do when things get tough in relationship is to talk about it calmly when you can. Sometimes when things get tough in relationships, we feel like blowing up. When we say things, when we are angry, we say the wrong things. So I give you a tip that you must calm yourself down. You must excuse yourself from that environment. You must give yourself time to relax, to calm yourself down, to to put your minds to rest before you can be able to come together as mature adults to talk about these things. Because when you start talking about it, then it will end up into a conflict. It will end up into an argument. You say the wrong things, begin to say things that have been in your mind, that have lingered for long, and each other is filled with surprises. You fill yourself with surprises. You begin to wonder, is what you've been hiding. Thank you, Akosede the Queen. Thank you for your comments. Thank you. You are highly welcome. Thank you, my dear. Nice content. Thumbs up. Thank you, Akosede the Queen. I love you so much. Thank you for joining this section and for remaining to enjoy this section with me. Now, we say that you must give yourself time. This is essential. If you're in marriage like me, you must understand this. If you're in a courtship, you must understand this. If you are engaged, if you have a fiancé, you're working together, this is what you need. You need patience. If you are the one that is always in a hurry to respond with your action to what when you are fire, I don't give time. What if you try with me, it will not work. You will end this relationship that may have taken you far just in a second because you're not able to hold on to, when someone says something to you, you must be able to calm yourself down, put yourself to a point where you begin to wonder what's happening with this person. Is this person really in the right frame of mind? Maybe this person is going through a difficult time. Maybe this person is, stressed out. A lot of things you should be going through your mind at that moment, not things that will help you to fight back, to challenge back, to make it hard, that challenge. I cannot take it. If you are still in a category or at a point in your life where you say, once he says this thing to me, once she says this thing to me, I cannot take it, I will respond, I will even fight, I will even, you are not mature for a relationship. And even if you are in war, if you're already in a relationship, it will not go far because you are still doing that kind of cat and dog. You must be able, one person must be able to hold back. When things get tough, if you need to leave that environment, give yourself some time. Cool off these things and let things rest for the moment. Come back together when the environment is settled and discuss the things to be able to understand each other better. When we respond, when we are angry, when we respond, when we are upset, we say the wrong things. And I must tell you now that words, when you speak some words out, especially the ones you say in anger, these words cannot be withdrawn. They cannot be taken back. The person you said it to will no longer say the wrong thing that he or she has done. It is that word that you said that this person will focus on. Look at what you said to me. So you can say this thing to me. Because this is the reason why we have a lot of broken relationships. People are leaving their marriages, people are leaving their homes because they have failed to understand, they have failed to relax themselves when things get tough, to settle this amicably within themselves. Before you begin to invite a third party, have you tried to settle these things yourself? Do not make it a habit to post your life out there, to wash your little curtains, your little linens in the media. Because of this availability of media, people can no longer come together to settle the dispute. It doesn't show maturity, no matter how tough it goes. Before you should come to the media, you must have tried it yourself. You have family members, you have close friends who this person listens to, you have mentors, you have elders. There are a lot of people that should come into play to help you sort this relationship out before you take your challenges out in the media. The media is not where you go and expose your challenges. Everyone has challenges. That person you are giving your own out, do you know what he or she is going to? Has that person told you? We all have our challenges. Be mature enough to settle your own from within. This shows challenges. Do not be the one who is fast to say some things. I know that words, when spoken in a hurry, especially when you are angry, they cannot be withdrawn. They will remain. The person may forgive you, but may not easily forget those words. Thank you, Akoti, the queen. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your comments. I really love and appreciate you, my dear. Now, we said that, remember that there will always be times in relationship when things get tough. When they get tough, what do you do? Okay, now, you should also learn to, take responsibility of your parts. Take responsibility of your actions. Recognize that you've done something that is not really right. We cannot always be right. When you are the corner where I cannot be this what the way I said this is the way it is. I am right. I am correct. This is the way it is. You have not gotten to the point where you can grow a healthy relationship. You must be able to take responsibility of your actions. What you say so far, does it apply? Is it applicable? Is it true? Is it honest? Is it right? If you find out at the long run that what you said is not true, be calm enough, be mature enough to apologize. Do not be that person, that man, that woman who cannot say I'm sorry. As little as these words are, I am sorry. No. Thank you so much, my dear queen. I will be expecting you back. Little as these words are, I am sorry. This word can go a long way to calm a hot mind. It's a little word of softness, a little word, goes a long way to heal the mind, calm the soul, to rest the heart, take the heart away from a point where it is boiling in anger to a point where it begins to relax, calm down, and heal on its own. Excuse me. Okay, so when you are in a category of people that have not decided to grow yourself, you are still in the category of people who do not take no for an answer. You are not ready to, accept the challenges when they come. You're not ready to accept things, accept your responsibility, apologize when it's needed. Then you have not grown to that certain level. Okay, so we must be ready to accept our responsibility. We must be able to accept our actions and apologize when there is a need to do so. Now, after that, after taking responsibility and apologizing when you need to, the next thing is that you must create a life that will fulfill the dream of both of you. Okay? Before you came together in this relationship, you had your plans, you had your desires, you had things you wanted to do. Okay? This is why we look at compatibility earlier on. If you find yourselves compatible, that means you have common dreams, you have common goals, things that you plan to achieve together. So if you've looked at yourself to be compatible, you find a middle ground that suits the both of you. You are there to give each other mutual support and mutual love, like we said earlier on. Okay, now your life must be built or must be created to fulfill these dreams. The dreams that you both have together, the dreams that brought you two together, the dreams that ensure that you both are compatible. So when your life is fixed to fulfill these dreams, you can both work together. Nobody is working against each other. You both are in consonant with each other. You agree with what you're saying. You agree with the things that are happening in your life. This person is working to support what is happening. This person is working to support what is happening. Nobody is disagreeing. Look at the way you're going. I don't like this. What was the discussion from the onset? What were you talking about from the onset? Did you have common goals? Did you set a middle ground where your targets the same thing? Your boundaries may vary, but the targets should be the same. They should come together. Each person must be ready to support each other. The support should be mutual. It should not be one-sided. They should not be a parasite. You must be there for each other when things go well and when things do not go well, because there will always be challenges in every relationship. Now, after that you've said this, now you must be able to be honest. Honesty is the best way to build trust, to build integrity in relationship. After you must communicated your ideas, your ideologies, okay? You should be honest about your desires. You should be honest to talk about the things you want from the outset, things that you do not want, things that you think that will help you both grow together and come to the point where you can be able to readily appreciate yourselves. And you must be able to help each other heal, each other grow. When you go through these challenging times, it is a time where you learn from these mistakes, because there are always mistakes. You learn from these mistakes. You help each other grow from what you've learned, okay? And then when you must have learned from this mistake, you heal. You heal yourselves by coming together to discuss what happened, the ways to avoid this from happening next time, the actions to take from your reactions, the lessons you've learned from these mistakes. This will help you grow. This will help you mature more. Without challenges in marriages, we do not tend to mature. We remain at a point where we do not know the best part of ourselves. When you have challenges, this is the time you know the best part of your partner, the best part of the person you're living with. This will help you grow more into a matured adult in that relationship. Now, when, for instance, you had a heartbreak in the relationship, comes to a point where we're discussing concerning people who are heartbroken, who just left a relationship. If you are left a relationship because of things that were happening that you cannot bear, things that you cannot cope with, things that you did not see coming from the onset, maybe you did not discuss these things earlier on, you made a mistake on your part, okay? What do? You need to give yourself some time to heal. It is very wrong for you to go from one relationship to the other in a twinkle of an eye, because you're not giving yourself some time to heal, because you're not giving yourself some time, to learn from the mistakes of the past. You're not giving yourself some time to define the real you, to write down the things you want. How do you want to say these things? Okay, you must carefully write down the things you want. How do you want these things to be done? What are the things that you experience that you do not want to experience this second time? Set a goal. If it is possible for you, give yourself time. Build yourself with this opportunity that you have. This is the time to build yourself up to be a better you, so that you do not face the same challenges that you faced earlier on. When you jump from one relationship to the other, you are bound to make the same mistake, because you've not grown, you've not learned from what happened the other time, you've not decided to grow yourself, you've not decided to improve yourself in any way. You are still angry, you are still bitter, you are still frustrated, you are still stressed emotionally. These whole challenges are still in your head. Sometimes you are still carrying aggression, and if for any reason you come in contact with someone who tries to, in a manner, reflect the same character that you had in the other relationship, you transfer this whole aggression to this person, you transfer this whole burden to this person, you transfer this whole bitterness to this person. This is why you must give yourself some time to heal. You must ensure that you take some time to refresh yourself, cool off these things, let them go on for you, build yourself up, ensure that you've grown from that point where you were. What are the things that happened in the old relationship? Have you learned from these things? Have you started to grow? These things are the things that will help you develop into a better and a healthier adult, so that when you are opportune to go into a new relationship, you must have set new goals, have set new boundaries. Be able to discuss these things from the onset. This is what matters. Discuss these things. Make yourself better. Set the targets and the goals that you want. Discuss it with someone that you found. Look out for some character that will show that the person is in love with you and not lost. The things that are in the relationship that are not only love. Is it available? When times come, when things get challenging, are you ready to bear them? Are you ready to work with this individual? build and support yourselves until this science part, because everything that comes for a reason for us to learn. They will all there for us to learn, and when we've learned, they will go away, giving us room to enhance and to grow from what we've learned before we can be able to face another one. You must be able to grow. Give yourself time to relax. You are not expected to jump from one relationship to another where you just suffered a heartbreak. You will transfer the whole situation. You will transfer the whole emotion, the whole anger, the whole stress. You have not grown yourself. You've not developed yourself. You've not learned from your mistakes. You've not taken that time to build yourself, to make yourself better, improve yourself to be the best you can. So the things that happen in this old relationship do not repeat themselves. If you do not give yourself some time to heal after a relationship, you jump into another one because you're heartbroken, you feel lonely, you feel this and that. You are likely to experience the things you experienced in this last one, in the current one. This is why we have relationship getting broken over and over again. All said and done, you must give yourself some time to heal. Excuse me, I got through some water. Okay, now, how do you know that you are healing? How do you know that you are healing? You just came out from a relationship that is toxic. You're giving yourself time to heal. You've developed yourself. You worked on your own self. Okay? How do you know that you are healing? The first way to know that you are healing, you accept that you really went through something difficult. When you are still battling with, I don't think, no. I'm not sure he did this thing to me. Matthias cannot do this thing to me. They were, no. I can't accept this thing. Am I dreaming? Oh, wake me up. You know, you've not accepted this whole situation. You're still battling, going to and forth. Am I sure? I'm sure something happened. He's not in his process. Maybe if I give him a second chance, maybe it will not really happen. You've not accepted that something happened. You have accepted that something really happened and that you went through something difficult. When you accept these things, you give yourself time to heal. You give yourself some time to improve yourself. And you do these things with all manner of joy. You begin to improve yourself. You begin to make yourself better. You must excuse me. Okay. Going to get something. It's not after you must accept that you've gone through something difficult. That ensures that you are healing. That ensures that you are healing. Okay. Now, after doing that, what is the next thing to do to ensure that you are healing from this toxic relationship? Because I said that you must give yourself some time to heal before you can jump into another relationship, and this ensure that you don't experience the things you experienced in the last one, in this current one. You welcome support. When someone is there to support you emotionally, support you financially, support you mentally, support you materially, support you socially, otherwise you welcome support. You're not still feeling that I can do these things and I am capable. Nobody, I can do it. Just don't bother. I'm capable. So these are things that you do as an individual that ensures that you are healing from this broken relationship. You're looking at ways to heal and ways to ensure that you are healing, because you cannot carry the experiences from a relationship into another one. You must give yourself some time to heal. Okay, then the next thing that ensures that you are healing is that you learn to manage your emotions. You must learn You must learn to manage your emotions when things come up. When people try to get you angry, people try to make you flare up, are you able to harness the whole situation? See it as something that you've dealt with that you can still deal with. See it as a challenge that does not last. Something that comes, maybe the person is stressed out, the person is going through his or her own challenge, because we all have our challenges. Do you have the ability to control or manage your emotions? Are you still flying up over little things? If you're still in the action of, I don't like this and I don't want this was the last thing I experienced before, I don't want it. When you are still responding or reacting like this, you are still having this whole experience in your memory. You are not going yet through the process of healing. Someone who is healing knows how to absorb some things, knows how to manage some emotions when they come, knows how to take out some time to respond to things that when responded to in a minute will bring problems in an hour. You must be able to handle these emotions. You must be able to put yourself together. You must be able to swallow these things, digest them, especially before you give your reactions. Okay, so that your actions will correspond with your words. When you are giving a word that is not corresponding with your actions, this indicates that you're not yet healing, you're not in the process of healing from your past relationship. Okay, the next thing that shows that you're healing from a relationship is that you're not ashamed of your past experiences. You are a homie. Look at what he did to me. Now, what will people say? All my friends, all the people around me, what are they going to say? No. The way it is now, I can't even go out. They will say, where is he? I normally go to this place with him. I normally go to this place with her. Now that I'm alone, what am I going? These are all words, contemplations, thoughts from someone who is not healing. When you're healing, you will accept what has happened. You will accept the fact that it happened. You will go through the whole situation, conquering the whole thing, putting them in the past, harnessing your thoughts, subduing wrong emotions, subduing thoughts that will help you or promote you or trigger you to act wrongly, displaying aggression from your past experiences. So you will not be ashamed of your past experiences. After you have accepted it, you welcome support. You will know how to manage your emotions. These are all steps that will ensure that you are going through healing when you just came out from a heartbreak, from a broken relationship. Then the next thing to do to ensure that you are healing is that you can be able to set and communicate your boundaries. When you are in a position of healing, when you just came out from a broken relationship, it is necessary that you build yourself, improve yourself, and rearrange your life, okay, reschedule things, set boundaries, points where exceeding them will call for attention, and be careful enough to communicate these boundaries when time comes, so that you can be able to ensure that the things that happened in the past relationship doesn't repeat itself in this present one. You're going to have to ways to ensure or to show that you are healing, especially when you just came out from a heartbreak. You were once in a broken relationship. You are not expected to jump into a new one, no matter the pressure from around you or the pressure you're giving yourself. Sometimes we are the ones giving ourselves pressure. Look at my friends, look at my mates. They are all married. These are all stories that will not last. Give yourself some time to heal before you can be able to jump into a new relationship. If you just came out from a broken relationship that gave you heartbreak, so you not carry all the experiences that you had there into this new one and break it up again. Set boundaries, communicate them calmly. You must feel in control of yourself. If you are able to be in control of yourself, this ensures that you are healing from this broken relationship. You are not also supposed to blame anyone when things go wrong. In life, we are bound to make mistakes. It is not wrong to make a mistake. What matters is what were you able to do when you failed? Did you get up? Were you sitting down there, lying down there, shouting for help, crying for help? Did you raise yourself up, learn from what brought you down, decide to improve yourself so you don't fall down there again and make yourself better? The problem with falling is that you fell and you remain there. You were shouting for help even when you have done nothing to help yourself. So we must all ensure that in all things that we do, we build ourselves to be the best that we can. And by doing this, we grow ourselves, especially when we are in a condition that requires healing. Now, the next thing that shows that someone is healing when this person just came out from a broken relationship is that the person doesn't go on reflecting on the old ideas that he or she brought from this relationship. Of course, there are good things from there, but the bad must have exceeded the good. This is why the relationship got broken. You must work on improving yourself. Do not reflect on those bad ideas. Look at what happened. Had it been, I know. If I have known that he would have done this, that money I gave him, I would have given it to him. Oh, I even left my television there. I know how much I bought that television. You see, that's my microwave that I left with her. Are you sure I'm not going to go back for it? You've not let go. You left it there. Let it be there. That things are going to be reminding you of the whole catastrophe. Let those things rest. Build on new things. You made money to buy those things. You can still do them. Let those things be with those person. And let those person use those things to remember the time that he had with you. You're going to be leaving that person with the memory that he or she will regret. Build yourself better to do more. Get better things. If the person that left you or the person you left goes on after some time to find you in a certain corner that is worse than where you were when they left you, you become a mockery. You become a point of laughter. The person would just say, thanks be to Almighty that I left. Had it been like, so this is where I would have been. Thank God. You must ensure that this person, when he or she is opportune to meet you again, will regret leaving you. Build yourself up. Improve yourself. That's why I talk about not jumping into a new relationship when you just came out from a particular one that is broken. Build up yourself. Improve yourself. This heart has broken. Mend it up. Develop yourself. Set new boundaries. Refresh your life. Especially your life. Set boundaries. Set goals. Set targets. Work on yourself. Make yourself be in a position that anyone that sees you sees potentials, so that you will be readily appreciated wherever you are and whenever you go into a new relationship, and to avoid those things from reoccurring or repeating themselves. Now you need a safe relationship. After you must have gotten out from a toxic relationship, you've given yourself time to heal. You've used the points that I've just listed to know that you're healing. Thank you for joining us. Anyone who are joining us, I see you. Akoti the Queen, Don I thank you all for joining us. You're highly welcome. Do not forget to leave some comments and tips so that you can really participate and make this session fun and exciting. Now you need some time to heal. After you have healed yourself, don't go back to toxic people. You need safe relationships. Do not be tempted to go back to that toxic person. I think he did not do that thing with his right senses. No. The Thomas I know will not be like this. Something would have gone wrong. Are you sure I didn't? Maybe I jumped out too early. Maybe maybe I gave the wrong conclusion. Maybe there's something I would have done that. Maybe if I had said this like this, okay. Maybe I did not say. You're not sure of yourself. You're just thinking after going through the whole difficult times you went through, you've not accepted that you went through something difficult. You've not accepted to change yourself and to enhance to make yourself better. You're still contemplating of going back to the toxic person, and you carry on this aggression for life. You're just wondering what to do. You think that you've missed the right person for life. When you build yourself up to a certain point of position, you always find the right and better people. You need a safer relationship. You need a better relationship. You need to do the right thing to always get the right people in your life. And after you must have done this, do not be tempted to go to the toxic people. Why do people go back to toxic relationships? What do you think makes an individual who just got out from a toxic relationship, who just came out heartbroken, have a rethink of going back to this person that made him or her heart broken? Now, the first point that can cause this is that as time goes by, as time passes by, we're going to forget how bad these people treated us. We're going to forget how bad they made us feel. You know, time, they say, has a way of healing. Excuse me. And when this time begins to pass by, it generally heals us with the actions that we are taking to heal ourselves and improve ourselves. And we begin to forget how bad these people treated us, forget how bad these people made us feel. And we think that maybe giving them a second chance, maybe going back to them, they would have changed. Maybe going back will make things better. You do not think that you can be opportune to meet someone better in the nearest future because you've not taken out some time to build yourself, develop yourself. This is why you have this thought. So people think that, will I ever see someone like him? Will I ever see someone like her? All the things he used to do for me, all the things I used to do for you. There are things that come up in your mind that will trigger you to going back to this toxic person because time has gone by. You have forgotten how bad this person made you feel. You've forgotten how bad this person treated you. Now, the next thing that can make someone go back to a toxic relationship is that they feel lonely. They feel left alone. They feel rejected. They feel that, ever since I left him or her, it's been 2 months now. Nobody has even said hello. Nobody has asked me how I'm doing. This is why people need support in their daily lives. You must be there for each other. It may not be your sister, your nearest, closest person, but once in a while, make out some time to converse with people around you, find out how they're doing, and help them in a little way that you can. A little word of concern can be of great help to someone who is in great despair and need. Excuse me. So when people feel lonely, they tend to go back to people who make their life miserable, who broke up with them in a relationship and make the life they live that moment or that period toxic. The next thing that can make someone go back to a toxic relationship, that the person begins to think that this person that made me feel that this may have changed. Maybe he has changed though. The way I'm seeing, you've even forgotten about, you're just thinking, the way I'm seeing him, the way I'm seeing her, I'm sure there's a change. He used to behave like this now. It's no longer behaving like that. That means there's a change. No, if I go back this time, he will not. No. I'm not sure. He will not do that kind of a thing. By the way, the one he did, he was not even with his mind. He was joking. He was not serious. You know, you think that as time goes by, they have changed. Started by not deciding to forget about them to improve yourself. If you improve yourself to a point, what will be, if they are meant to be there, they will come back in the future. But if they are meant to be there, because if you improve yourself to a point where you've exceeded their expectations and their requests, they will no longer be an opportunity to return to you. Time goes on, you think that they have changed. Time goes on, you begin to forget what they have done to you. Time goes on, you think that time has gone so far, you're lonely, your age is going on, you feel pressured by your peers, for parents, people around you, relations, and even yourself. So what I'm supposed to be, but had it been there together now, by now I would have been married. These are all stories that does not matter. Compared to what you've gone through, these are stories that do not matter. After feeling lonely, the reason that make people also go back to toxic relationship is that they love to please other people. They love to I think I can do better. But even if he does that the next time, I will just ignore him. I will not respond. So you not ask me to go. You are just behaving like a mediocre. You're not mature enough to take responsibility, take action, and live better. You want to be at the mercy of people all the time. you want to please people all the time. You want to be the one pleasing. You do not want to be pleased. If you go on like this, at the point you begin to feel choked, and you regret this relationship once more. People think that others are the ones that require to be pleased, and the day themselves do not deserve something better, do not deserve something better. This is not the right way to live your life. You must build yourself to the point where you deserve something better. You deserve to be pleased. The last thing that we have for today concerning this great topic that make people go back to toxic relationships is that they become comfortable and used to the behavior of those people. The thing has happened so often that I cannot live with it. It's not only slap. It's not only slap. It will not kill me now. Do you know how they're beating this other person, but it's still alive, it's still there? My own is only slap. No, I will not die. You are just there, making yourself so cheap, so vulnerable. So you must decide that enough is enough at the point where you need to decide it and be ready to work on yourself, improving yourself to avoid this from happening the next time. You've looked at a lot of things today. Look at the ways to make yourself better, to be the best that you can. Look at differences between love and lust. There are certain career barriers and certain targets that you want to see and experience in a relationship. We've looked at all that you need in a relationship, that love is not all that there is. We've looked at ways to go on in relationship when things get tougher and when challenges times come. We've also looked at how to heal and how to know that you are healing. Now we've looked at finally why people go back to toxic relationships. We said in summary that because as time passes by, they forget how those people made them feel, forget how bad those people made them feel. So that because they also feel lonely, we said that because they also think that those people have changed. We also said that the thing that those people deserve to be pleased, and that they do not deserve to be pleased, they don't need something better. We also said that they have endured this toxicity for a long time, that they are not comfortable with it, and that they are now used to the behavior of their partner. Is that all that we have concerning to this great section? I hope you learned something from it. Thank you all for joining me in this section. Thank you for your great contribution. Thank you for your great tips, your great ideas, your great comments. If you don't subscribe or you come across this video, do not forget to hit the subscribe button down as you're watching this video and be part of what I do. This channel is all about wellness. It's all that will help you remain healthy and well. It's because of our lifestyle, how to enhance your lifestyle through healthy teachings, how to rebuild your mindset, and we'll discuss on Germany residency information. Things concerning Germany. If you have questions concerning wellness, points you want me to cover in videos concerning wellness, concerning lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, and concerning Germany residency, do not forget to leave this in the comment section. I will attend to it and I'll make more great videos. Remember, we've covered a lot of things. Thank you, Adasa Gaming. Thank you for joining this great streaming section. We've looked at a lot of things. We looked at why people remain in toxic relationship. People who just came out from toxic relationship, why do they think that they can go back? We said that because the time has gone by and they have forgotten how these people made them feel. So they think that I don't think he really did this thing on his own. So with time gone, they think that people did not really do what they did knowingly. They made a mistake. The next thing that can make someone who came out from a toxic relationship go back is that they begin to feel lonely. Time has gone. Look at, I've asked so many long time. Nobody has said hello to me. I don't have someone who's occupying his space or has space in my life. I feel lonely. I feel like going back to him. I miss the time that we spent together. So they go back to these people who make their life horrible and toxic. The next thing that can make someone who just came out from a toxic relationship go back is that they feel that these people have changed. Since I left him, I'm sure by now he must have changed. His character, the way I see him, has changed. Thank you, Asaf Gaming, for joining this live stream. You are highly welcome. I really love and appreciate your coming. The next thing that can make someone go back to the relationship is that they think that they deserve to please other people. They do not deserve themselves to be pleased and do not deserve something better in their lives. This is a wrong thought. This is a wrong idea. Another thing that can make some people go back to the relationship is that they become comfortable with this whole situation. They become so comfortable with these ideas. And they are now used to the behavior of it. They have endured this mess. They've endured this toxicity for a long time that they are now used to the whole situation. These are all reasons why people can go back to the relationship. Now, how do you know that you're healing in a relationship that you just came out from? I said that you must give yourself time to heal from a relationship that you just came out that was toxic before you go into another one. If you do not give yourself time to heal, if you do not give yourself time to improve yourself, to do better, to do the right things, you will go on doing the wrong things. You will go on, carry over the whole aggression, the whole stress, the whole agony, bitterness into the new relationship, and you are bound to making the same mistakes. You are bound to breaking up this new relationship because you're still going to transfer aggression from the old one to the new one. This is why you must give yourself some time to heal. You must give yourself some time to improve yourself, to relax yourself, rearrange yourself, let go of the old things, the old memories, the hurt, the feel, the guilt, the pain, the stress, so that you can be able to build yourself, to make yourself develop and ready for new, greater opportunities. How do you know that you're healing? You accept that you went through something difficult. You accept that it was challenging times. You accept support. You know and learn how to manage your emotions, and you know how to dish them out. You're able to set boundaries. You're able to communicate your boundaries the right way. And you do not blame yourself when things go wrong. You do not flip up on little mistake. When things go on the way that do not pleasing to you, you know how to put yourself together, harness yourself, digest these things before giving out the words. Words when spoken in anger, words when spoken in bitterness, in a hurry, are always toxic. When someone does something to you, you are quick to respond in anger. The person begins to feel bad from what you said. What the person did to you is no longer the topic of the day. What matters now is what you said. And those words that you said are dangerous, cannot be taken back. They cannot be retraced back. The person may forgive you after a long time, but the person may not be able to forget those words that you said. This is why we must be able, as matured adults, to be able to digest words, digest things before we can be able to give out the right responses. So we don't hurt people in the process. If you are not able to do this, you must not respond. At the same time, you must give yourself some time. Thank you, Ada Fred, for joining this. Thank you, Ada Fred, for joining this live stream. You are highly welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are saying that you must give yourself some time to heal. If you just came out from a relationship that was bad, that was toxic, do not be in a hurry to go into a new relationship. Give yourself some time to heal. We said a lot of things. We said how to differentiate between love and lust. Is this person really the right one for you? After you must have built yourself in a position that you attract the right people, you set your boundaries, you know what you want to see in your life, you know what you want to see, you set boundaries, you know between lust and lust. Someone who loves you will have feelings for you from the heart and from the soul. The person will have a deep feeling for you. The person will not focus on your physical look, the way you look. The person is not going to be talking about sexual desires and all that. The person will have deeper feelings for you. These are all things that ensure that you are in a great relationship that will take you somewhere. And love is not all that there is in a relationship. For you to be in a great relationship, for you to enjoy a great relationship, you need mutual support. Support should come from both parties. You are supporting this person is supporting you. You are not supposed to be at the receiving end. Give me. I need. This is going to make things go wrong. The person is supporting you with financial, you're supporting the person with material, emotional, psychological, social, otherwise, it should not be a one-sided thing. If not, at the long run, the other person giving will get tired and the other person receiving will start complaining. You must give the little way you can to make this mutual. You also need support. Love is not all that it is or that they need in a relationship. You also need support. You also need to set your boundaries. No, let the conversation start from the onset. If you do not start this early, the person will think that on the long run you've changed. she has changed though, he has changed though, he did not say this thing from the onset though. Let the conversation be true from the onset. You must build trust. How do you build trust? By being honest, integrity. Let your words match your actions. Do not say something else and you're doing something else. You must have corresponding words with your actions. These are ways to build healthy relationships. You also need space to grow. When you need space to grow, let there be space. Sometimes we need space to reorganize ourselves. Think you can go out in the nature. It must not be that you're running away from the whole environment. Go out in the nature, do new things that make you happy, create new hobbies. You also need people to be there for you when you need it. These are all things that you need in a relationship that will stand the test of time, that will mean that you both are mature. This is true love. This is going to take you somewhere. Okay, you need space to grow. You need people that are mature in your life. A lot of things are involved. So we need to understand a lot of things and be part of your lives. When things go wrong in relationship, when things get tough, you must be able to hold yourself back from spitting fire when you feel like spitting fire. You don't be the one that is talking. I cannot take it. When you say, you are responding. You are in the, put yourself together. Recognize that challenges are always bound to be relationships. Okay. Talk about things calmly when you can. Give yourself some time to relax and then come back to it and discuss it properly. Take responsibility of your actions when you are wrong and be able to apologize. Say that you are sorry. This little word, sorry, thank you. Those, a lot of things goes along with settle a lot of disputes that we have settled after. Do not be the one that is in a hurry to wash your little linen outside, exposing yourself before you can be able to bring your challenges to the media and show that you must have tried to settle it yourself. Bring in mature adults. You have mentors, family members, close friends that he or she listens to, and be part of these things. This is all I will have. I hope that you learned something from this. If you're watching for the first time, do not forget to click on the subscribe button down and be part of what I do. Also turn the notification on so you'll be aware whenever I post interesting topics or whenever I go live. Do not forget to join me because I always come with interesting, beneficial topics in my lives. Subscribe to this channel, be part of what I do. If you want to know more about wellness, this channel is about wellness, it's about tips that will help you live generally well and healthy. It's about how to live healthy lifestyles. Also discuss on Germany residency informations. So I think that we discuss, and until my next video, when I give my videos out, you'll be notified. Do not forget to click and watch the end and comment. And until my next streaming, I will see you then. Take good care of yourself and stay safe. Until then, I'll see you.